my experiences of taking vaccine. I have taken both the doses and had absolutely no problems.
Sairam, can
I,
we say
Doctor,
three Omkar?
yeah, can we just have this?
oh, absolutely no problems.
Yeah, we can
Please.
start with three Omkars.
Yeah.
Oh. 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 Sairam Doctor, on behalf of Thane Samiti, I welcome you and over to Dr. Padmashri. Thank you, Doctor. Please carry on.
Thank you. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yes.
audible? Yeah. Uh, First of all, thank you to give me this platform to make you all, everybody know about vaccine. I have taken both the vaccines, both the dose, 1 and 2. First, I will just tell you about the vaccine so that it will become, I'll just tell you a brief idea about it, like who is supposed to take, who is not supposed to take, when to take, how to take, which centers to take, all that. And then if we have any queries, then we'll answer those questions. As I had told Devendra ji to give forward the questions, he had already forwarded me the questions. So they are the normal questions which everybody will is asking me about it. See, we have two types of vaccine: the Covaxin and Covishield. Covaxin is the Bharat Biotech, and Covishield is the Serum Institute. So the government is giving Covishield. It's not giving Covaxin at the moment. To majority of the hospitals and most all our medical fraternity has got Covishield. And Covishield is having very mild side effects, and it is absolutely safe to take Covishield vaccine. There are two doses of Covishield at an interval of 28 days. The first vaccine, if I take today, the next vaccine will come after 28 days. Then now they have started for patients of 45, from the citizens from 45 to 60 and above with comorbidities. That is what they have started it now. First was the medical fraternity, which has got finished. Now they have started with the comorbidity patients with 45 age and above. So people who are having comorbidity like blood pressure, diabetes, any heart disease, kidney failure, bronchial asthma, all these patients are called comorbidities with 45 age. So you have to have a doctor's certificate, because when you are going to the center to take an injection vaccine, the comorbidity certificate has to be there, which will make you more easy, and the person who is doctor who is giving you the injection, or the staff who is giving you the injection, will take extra precaution. So you have to have a certificate, comorbidity certificate, when you are from a doctor. Any physician who is treating you, if you are a diabetic, if you are a blood pressure, so a diabetic patient can take, a blood pressure patient can take, a diabetic patient. Please, because you all are senior citizens, above for, you have a meal before you go for your vaccination. Take something with you, because after the vaccination, you will be made to sit for a half an hour there at the center, so that to observe. So I would advise all of you to have food before going there, before taking a vaccine. Eat something, especially the diabetics. And there was a query that ecosprin, patient is on ecosprin. Yeah, you can take vaccine. Patient on ecosprin can also take vaccine. Only people who are having any severe anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis means some allergy to some drug or some things. Severe anaphylaxis reaction. They are the ones who should not take. Otherwise, mild allergies patients can take uh, the vaccine. Covishield is absolutely safe. And one more question was there from that I think that blood pressure was where the patient is a blood pressure patient, even he can take. And there is one question which I remember, that 70 years old. He told, I am just a blood pressure patient. I don't have any investigations. Should I do? Yeah, you can. There is no need of doing any prior investigations for taking the vaccine. You can take the vaccine without any if you are having some problems like blood pressure, any other, like asthma, diabetes, these patients no need to, you have already have your tablets and whatever you're taking from the physician. So you can just take a certificate. There is no need of doing any extra blood test unless and until you are having any severe anaphylaxis reaction. Like if you you just recently had some infection, severe infection, then doing a blood test to rule out any other allergic thing is a must. Otherwise, there is no need of doing any prior blood test.
Doctor, sorry to interrupt. You mentioned about those who have allergies should not take the vaccination, right? So how do you know that I have allergy?
See, allergy means what happens. Allergies are different types. If you even the bronchial asthma patient has allergy, so the patient is on is having asthma. Allergy means if you have taken a vaccine, only if you have taken a COVID injection with any first dose and you develop uh, rashes all over your body, you have breathlessness. This is called as anaphylaxis. Allergy and anaphylaxis are different. Allergy is a mild one which comes with food. Even if you eat some food, you will get rashes. That's okay. But if you get severe, if your lips get swollen, you get breathless, that is where it is called as anaphylaxis reaction. If you had any of these, then they tell you to avoid. Otherwise, there is no need of avoiding any.
Because my wife has she is asthmatic patient because she's having wheezing. She used to take that
You
puff.
can take, yeah.
She can
There
take,
is
right?
a
Yeah.
I will just for we had there are guidelines where a patient with nasal steroids. See, that's the inhalers. So even if you are taking nasal, people with nasal allergy, bronchial asthma, skin allergies can be safely vaccinated. These are I will just share you a slide where people who all are can take, and nasal steroids will not people. Just let me put it to you. Just put it. I'll just share one slide where it is written that see people with nasal allergy, yeah, this people with this one, this friend, yeah, sorry, uh, asthmatic patients, absolutely no problem. You can take it even if you're taking an inhaler, it's okay. But if you're taking any steroids, which is more than 7.5 milligram, then the dose has to be reduced for, if possible, for 6 weeks prior to the vaccination. Otherwise, the nasal inhalers don't have, they will not cause problem.
Okay. Thanks.
There are, see, inhaled steroids when may not be tapered. I have put a slide where it is very inhaled steroids cannot may not be tapered when taking COVID vaccine because systemic bioavailability of inhaled corticosteroids are low. If you're taking an oral, then 7.5 milligrams. If you're taking a dose, then that dose should be ready. It should be lesser than 7.5 milligrams. And it should be at least for 6 weeks prior to taking the vaccine. So you can safely take the vaccine. Am I clear?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Then in this slide, I'll just keep this slide so that you can know whom all to take. Majority of old people should take because it will help, the severity of the infection will reduce if you take a vaccine. So you should take vaccine. People with nasal allergy, bronchial asthma, skin allergy can safely be vaccinated. And people on immunosuppressant like cancer patients, methotrexate, they should stop the drugs 2 weeks before and then take. Patients with CKD, chronic renal failure, cardiac failure, all these patients can also be vaccinated. Absolutely no problems.
It's 2 weeks.
And they have specifically mentioned that they have specifically mentioned that older people should be encouraged to take vaccine as risk of COVID mortality is high among them. So people with dementia, paralysis, neurologic disorders should take vaccine as COVID appropriate behavior is not compromised.
So
People
those who
taking
are
low dose aspirin, yeah,
those
Mr.
who are taking the tablet called Warf, which is for heart, and also echoes when you told clearly.
That is what
So
I'll just come to you. People on anticoagulants can also take the vaccine safely.
okay,
I'll just put this is which I collected from the Delhi Zoom meeting which was there. There's these silent features which I got it. So I would like to share with it and just I'll cardiac failure, liver failure can take vaccine, but the immune response will be little lower than the normal people. The last where you told about this people taking low dose aspirin, just go. Taking aspirin and clopidogrel, which is need not stop the need not stop that medication. Clopidogrel, which they take, that is not no need of stopping it. And anticoagulants also they can take it very safely. Uh, the second now this is who can take. Then the Covishield is the one which the government is giving us. Covaxin, we are not still, it is still not come. The trials are going, the efficacy is still to be ruled out, which is Bharat Biotech. Covishield is much, has a lesser side effects than Covaxin. So Covishield is absolutely it's safe to take. It has a very less side effects. Only thing is people who had a COVID, who had COVID before, who are COVID positive, it is shown that those people are they for them only one dose is more than enough because their antibody formations is very high than the people who are not exposed. Even if not exposed, who are not having COVID, because we must have been exposed and we might have got exposed. So the people who have exposed and has developed antibodies there, the one dose is also but we don't have anything on paper that we had COVID, so we have to take two doses at an interval of 28 days.
Uh, Doctor,
Yeah.
one question. So, should we take the antigen test before taking the vaccine just to understand?
No, don't take, don't, no need, because antigen, don't do any test. That's what I was telling, no need of, because there was one question with 70 years old telling me that I have only blood pressure, no other thing. There's no need. In case you had any allergy in the recent few days before, like fever or any allergy, rashes, lot of rashes with breathlessness, then we need to do your antibodies, otherwise there is, antigen test, with allergy test to rule out, because then this you might develop severe anaphylaxis with the vaccine. Otherwise, there is no need of doing any antigen test, anything. Only if you have a fever, then if you have a fever, then just hold on for 2 days and then take the vaccine.
Okay, thank you.
Doctor,
And
so those who tested positive and then got recovered from COVID, and they should take vaccine immediately, or maybe they can wait for some
they
time.
have to wait. In my thing, I had written they had to wait for some time. There is a thing which is said they have to wait for some time and then they have to take it. People who have taken plasma therapy also, they also have to wait. I'll just show the slide. Yeah, people who have received plasma therapy should wait at least 4 weeks before taking the vaccine. Because in COVID, which we have given, patients have been given plasma. And people who had COVID in the past must go for COVID vaccination 4 to 6 weeks after recovery.
Okay, thanks.
But it is said that for them, only one dose is really doing wonders because their antibody formation is more higher than the other people.
Sairam doctor, is there any age limit? 80, 85 is a must for them, older people?
I had one slide where I showed that all old people should take. Senior
Okay.
citizens, everybody should take, because it will reduce the risk of uh, the the COVID. Older people should be encouraged to take vaccine as the risk of COVID mortality is high among them.
And some of our Samiti member, he has administered Covaxin, not Covishield in civil hospital.
Acha, because people who are going through this COVID, Covaxin.
Covaxin, yeah,
Second dose, he has to take Covaxin only.
only. Okay.
As he found out, because till now, what we have come to know, ki only Covishield is being given. Covaxin, I have still not got people telling me that. Was he made to sign anything paper?
No, no, it was Covaxin, and one of my cousin also, he was administered Covaxin in Seven Hills Hospital.
Okay, okay. Because what we have been given is Covishield, and in Thane, Covishield is still, I don't know about, I will need to find out about this civil. But then if you have taken Covaxin, then the second also should be Covaxin. That is also there. If you take first Covaxin, the second dose also has to be Covaxin. It cannot be Covishield.
So doctor, if there's a choice, if I mean, since Covaxin, the results are not yet out, right, of the trial. So should we insist on Covishield as against Covaxin?
And if you have a choice, go for Covishield.
Okay.
Because that has a lesser side effects than and even with bleeding, they say if you have any bleeding disorders, then Covaxin they are not giving.
Dr. Sairam, I had a doubt. I just saw the slide. Can you please scroll up? There was something written about rheumatoid arthritis patients.
Yeah, I
There is a
like.
rheumatoid arthritis patient. So,
Yeah.
so is she allowed to take the vaccine?
If if she is on any this rituximab given for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, then she should be avoided for at least 4 weeks.
What is this? This is a drug or
This is
something?
the rheumatoid arthritis. If she has a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, then only. Otherwise, she can take, no problem.
Okay. Okay.
Doctor, a
Yeah.
patient having Meniere's disease and vertigo can vaccinate, she can be vaccinated,
Vertigo?
and Meniere's disease.
Okay.
It's a part of vertigo.
Pardon? It's
Right ear problem, Meniere's
Okay.
disease.
so is she taking any medication for that?
Yeah, that Vertin 16.
Pardon?
Vertin 16.
Acha, she's
Vertin
taking
16.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think she can take. I think she can take, because nowhere I have read that with vertigo
Okay.
patients are supposed to take.
Thank you.
Doctor, will there be any possible side effects after
Yeah,
taking
I'll
vaccine?
now, this is all who can take. Now we'll come to the second thing is side effects. The side effects of Covishield is like you will have fever, you will have headache. Some patients will, there'll be fever, there'll be headache, there'll be malaise. Malaise means body ache. Some patients we don't have anything. I have taken both the doses. Nothing. I didn't have fever. I didn't have headache. I didn't have even a malaise. I was working post my vaccination also. So it all depends, but it is how the immunity is developed. So many patients have, but it is very mild. It stays only for 1 or 2 days. But if you see for more, if you are having fever for a long time, then you should consult the physician. Otherwise, 1 day fever, 2 day fever, malaise, there'll be a pain at the site like a tetanus injection. Have you taken a tetanus injection? It's little heavy, they say. The same way, this is also little, there's a pain at the site of the injection. Injection site, they'll have little pain. That is there. Sometimes there is rashes also. Other than that, we have not found out any other side effects. And I think you all will be knowing how to go about taking the vaccine. I will share one app either with Devendraji or on this. I'll put one app where you can take online appointment through this app. You can register. These are the places, these are the hospitals where they are going to give the vaccination. The private setups have also started enrolling it because there are a lot of people and we don't want people to wait in line. So these are the hospitals where you will be, this I will share in WhatsApp with Devendraji. So you all can even go through the nearest hospital which is there in your place. And this is the manual, the how to take an appointment, Owen, where you all must be having any idea about it. You all might be having an idea about this app, Covin app, from where you can book your appointment. Here, you have to either put your Aadhaar card or they have a list of your identity proof where it's an either Aadhaar card or a election card or a PAN card. And when you're going for the vaccination, you have to carry the same identity, what you have registered here. You can book an appointment online and I'll just scroll it. You can read it. This is how, and I'll share this again with Devendraji. So
Doctor,
this is
one question.
yeah.
So is there a preference in going in government or private? Because I think there's a bit of apprehension going to a government hospital. So can you share your thoughts on that?
See, Devendraji, very nice question. I have myself taken the vaccination at COVID, Global COVID Hospital, and and it was very streamlined, absolutely proper. The vaccine was properly, the temperature was maintained, everything was beautifully arranged. But why we have started with the private people only? See, when it was only the medical fraternity, we had majority of the government hospitals and government centers. But now, because the crowd, we have to cover up the people, because after the 45 comorbidity people, the other crowd has to, the other citizens have to also enter. So we have to finish it off faster. The rate at which we are going, we are vaccinating, what I heard is only 55,000 we have vaccinated, where we are supposed to, crore of people we have to vaccinate. Because after the 45 crowd gets over, then the next crowd will be, getting the chance to get vaccinated. So that is why the government has tried to open a lot of private centers so that it becomes very streamlined and people don't have to stand in a line for a long time, especially the older people. So absolutely no problems. The vaccine comes from the government center only, and everything is being checked because we, as our own center also, they had asked us how to, all the centers they have kept, they see everything, they see the temperature at which the vaccine is kept, whether there's a person who is able to vaccinate, give the injections properly, everything is being seen by the government, and then the private sector is allowed to do it. So it's absolutely safe, only to to save your time, and that is the reason the private sectors have also been told to do it. So I think they're charging some 250 rupees in a private sector and in a government sector, but it is nothing. Everything everywhere they have managed it very beautifully and very streamlined. They are going on, especially the Global COVID Hospital, which is a Rustomji building, which is at Saket, is doing where I have been vaccinated twice, even though I'm a Jupiter consultant, but I prefer to go there and get it just because there was no rush. And I was, and it just took me 5 minutes to finish off my work and come back. But at least I would tell all of you, because this is the citizens, the crowd is more, the doctor fraternity was a little less. So at least I feel that you at least keep 1 hour with you to go there, uh, 1 hour you have to have. So take something to eat so that, you sit down and you are properly monitored by the time you come home.
Yeah, Doctor, one more question. Some of the senior citizens on this call may not be familiar with technology, and downloading the app as such. So if we walk in,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is the process?
you can also walk in with your Aadhaar card or your PAN card or your election card. You can take your Aadhaar card. You can even do the walk-in registrations. Absolutely no problems. But there's a waiting time for that. So that is why they have opened these private sectors where it becomes easy for them to. There's no waiting time in walk-in. If there is little waiting time, at least a hour or two. So if you want to
Okay.
avoid that, it would be better that some person from the house, can go and do the registration. And this CoWIN app is very friendly app. And I had sent it to many of the groups where people are very happy and they've taken appointments through this COVID app. And here the Covishield vaccine is given through this CoWIN app. And I just had a question. If they were taking Covaxin, did they take any signature from you? From whoever has taken Covaxin? Any whoever
Sai, this is
I
No,
one
no,
of our committee member.
no, they have not taken any signature.
okay, because previous, so they must have finished that trial of that efficacy thing.
Just they have taken just an Aadhaar card ka number they have taken and our phone number.
That is what you have to have your phone number and you have to have your Aadhaar card number, because
Yes, yes,
once
yes.
you go to the center, they will ask you your phone number. So your phone number, they will track your Aadhaar. And
Yes.
then you will, because it's a centralized thing. So anywhere you go, if you have registered on the app, anywhere you go, it will be seen. And after you get both the doses, they will give some certificate which they gave us. I don't know about the citizens how they are going to
And
give. But
actually, Sairam, sorry to disturb. After the dose has been done, immediately got a message vaccinated.
yeah, that is a typical. They will tell what time you are vaccinated, who has
Yeah.
vaccinated you, even the sister,
Yes,
the
yes.
staff.
We
They
got
will
an
write it.
SMS immediately.
That is the app which they have done it very streamlinedly. So I think that it should not have problems. By taking the vaccine. Only thing is, don't mix up two vaccines. One you have taken Covash. If you have taken a Covaxin first dose, second dose also should be Covaxin. If you have taken a Covishield, the second dose has to be also Covishield.
Doctor, after taking the first dose, can we move out or we have to be at home only?
No, nothing. I just give you my example. I'm 50 years old. I just became 51 February. So I also belong to the same category.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing like that. I took my vaccination and I went to see my patients.
Okay.
The first dose when I took, I did yoga for 2 hours. The next day was my yoga retreat program where I was doing yoga from morning 4:30. I got up because I had to cook for my kids and then go for the yoga retreat program. It was 26, fortunately, chutti for me. So the entire 26 I used from 7 o'clock in the morning to evening 5 o'clock. I was doing yoga. Nothing happened. People around me was telling anything is wrong with you. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, that's why a little bit confused.
Don't worry. People tell you don't do this. No, I feel people who are active, what I have seen is people who are active have got very less side effects, and it's all in the mind game, what I think.
Okay, thank you so much, doctor.
So even if you get little fever, it's okay, because see, when we took vaccination, BCG, also we get fever, because that's fine.
Yeah.
But fever is okay. They'll give you a Calpol tablet. There only they will explain you. They'll give you Calpol tablet. You can take Calpol, paracetamol. If you have fever, if you have headache. Fever, headache, and malaise is very common.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you.
And it stays only for 1 day.
Doctor, someone have a diabetes and a BP problem, then he takes
Yeah,
vaccination.
Yes. You can take. Only thing is, diabetic patients, please have food and go. It's always better to have something and go. Don't go empty stomach for the vaccination.
Then
And otherwise, carry something
okay.
with you, because you need to be there for half an hour, sitting there for half a day, monitor you for half an hour there. So carry something with you when you are going for the vaccination.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Doctor, one question I see in the this is a person who has undergone an aortic wall replacement in 2015, but now no issues are there. Can they take it as well?
Yeah, I had put it in my slide. Even the cardiac failure patients can take, even the
Okay.
patients having cardiac problem. He must be on anticoagulant. Also, they can take, but there should be a comorbidity. See, all these patients should have a comorbidity certificate from their doctor, physician. So it becomes easy for the person who is giving the vaccine to check, and it becomes easy for the person also, the person who is taking the vaccine and the person who is giving the vaccine, because he can be kept in observation for some more time, not like a normal patient. He can be given a, instead of half an hour or 45 minutes more, people will be more vigilant about it.
Okay.
So please carry the comorbidity certificate with you, which will help the staff who is giving the injections there and the team who is taking care of this vaccination.
Yeah, but if you're above 60 years old, you don't need any certificate, right? Doctor certificate. You
No,
can
if you
just,
don't have any comorbidity, there is no need of anything.
yeah, if you
Only
don't have
people
any.
who are having any problems like BP, diabetes, they need. Otherwise, there is no need of anything.
Doctor, I wanted to ask that you earlier mentioned that people in the age of 45 to 60 years, they only if they have comorbidity, then they can go for vaccination. So is there a particular list or something? Asthma is a pre-existing medical condition. What about hypotension, low blood pressure?
Low blood pressure is not a disease, actually. I would not say it is a structure. It's a body structure. It's, your in the body structure. If you have been having a blood pressure low, so it's your body structure which is making it low. So I wouldn't put this as disease.
Okay.
So, doctor, you have mentioned that the COVID recovered patient can take only one dose, right? Is this?
No, it's not. Sorry to tell you, it's not to take. It's not that one dose, but the studies which they have told, they told that with one dose also they are developing the same kind of antibodies what we are developing with two.
Okay.
So they're not recommending it. They are the studies they have seen it that their antibody levels are very fast. They are because they have already got sensitized to the antigen. So that is what the studies have been told. So they told that even one dose for them should be fine, but they have not still come to any conclusion of giving only one to them.
Okay.
This is
So
just
basically, we cannot take a call. So we need to go for two doses as per the.
please take two at a 28 days gap, and sometimes they will call you up, but don't wait for their call. The day you have been vaccinated on first day, mark your calendar, the second dose when it comes, and just go there, because it is I don't know whether they'll call you back on that time because so much of crowd. So please mark it on your calendar, 28 days, and you have to take the second jab.
Excuse me, doctor. Actually, for the second dosage also, we have to register the same procedure we have to follow, or just we have to note in.
Second dose, now once you have registered, it has come in, you have been already centralized registered. So second dose, you can directly, take an appointment and go. There is no need of registration, what I think, but still I will find out because now only the first dose is coming.
Okay. Okay.
Because once you are registered, your data is there.
Okay.
So there is no need of registering your everything again. Just take an appointment. You can just need to take an appointment at your nearest center, wherever you want to.
So we have to wait for 14 days, right? For the second.
28 days.
Oh, sorry. Okay, fine. Okay.
The next dose will be 28 days. So mark it in your calendar and keep it so that you don't forget, because it might happen people might not call you for the second because of so much of crowd. Might be they're not, even they did not do it for us because it's difficult for people to keep a track. So it would be better that we keep a track ourselves, and 2-3 days prior to that we can just take an appointment so that we are comfortably fitting in that.
Thank you.
And there is no hard and fast rule that you have to take on the 28th day only. If 1 or 2 days here and there, just don't worry.
Doctor, for people who are above, who are 45 and above and do not have any comorbidities, they can wait, right? they can wait for the next drive, is it?
I don't know, but 45 and above with comorbidities. But I think if they are allowing you, if they are registering you, just go ahead, because don't wait. The crowd is, there's a huge list which is waiting. So it's better that your turn, just finish it off.
So irrespective of you having comorbidities or not, the moment you are falling in the category of 45 and above, you just have to go and get the vaccine.
They have put a thing that 45 plus comorbidity and 60 plus citizens can take. But if you're in your registration, if they are accepting, there is the registration thing, if they're accepting it, then you just go ahead.
Okay.
No, Sairam, it's sorry to disturb. It is not, you are not, it's not registering, because I wanted to take. So what I did, I just registered and I put I thought I told a little pressure is there. Okay. Then I went for injection. Then immediately they said, where is your doctor certificate?
Okay.
So they asked for the dose. If you are a comorbid after 45, they are asking for a doctor certificate. Then only you are allowed to take an injection. Otherwise, they said, Madam, aapko nahi hoga.
Okay, okay. That's what I was telling. I need to find out ki 45 plus comorbidities they have told. But that is how, Acha, you have been okay. So good.
I have been, because I am 58. I wanted to take, my husband took. Then my husband said, okay, you can try. So I just put, I am a comorbidant. Immediately, I put yes. Then there is a form which came in. She asked me, did you fill up this form? Then I said, oh my God, I didn't do anything. So she said, without the form, we are not giving anybody we are not giving anybody. Kisi ko nahi de rahe hum log.
So that's what, if you have comorbidity, you have to take that form. That is a doctor certificate, which I told you.
Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, you can't.
That is what I told you. Now you have to carry your doctor certificate. If you have any like blood pressure, diabetes, asthma, anything, please carry your doctor certificate. Otherwise, they will not. Your doctor certificate, your Aadhaar card, and your phone with number which you have registered is must.
Yeah, correct. Thank you.
So which means people without comorbidities and falling in the category of 45 plus have to wait.
Yeah.
Doctor, shall we take it that before vaccination, it is better to consult doctor? It's a medical certificate. I know doctor's certificate. It is better to consult.
Is a must, because of, so then you can take a certificate from any doctor, because you already, if you are a patient, if you're not able to find your doctor because of the appointment schedule, you can take it from any local doctor, because you have already a file which is mentioning everything.
Okay.
So they have given us some format where we can fill it, the format of what is there.
I heard that there are some places, the walk-in, they just see the Aadhaar card and PAN card. They just started giving vaccination, because there are 1 or 2 incidents happened.
That is what I'm telling you, because what is happening is there's a lot of pressure on the people, policy makers now. So if they are even telling the small nursing homes to, because there's so much of crowd that people, they didn't expect that so much people will, so that's why they're trying to do as, but I am not I have not come across this, key certificates like, everybody, they are not, because one of my friend is a doctor, their families, they have not vaccinated, but through Covaxin, this COVID app, they have got an appointment.
Okay.
Without any, she is having comorbidity, but they have got an appointment. So that's what I'm telling you. You see how the app is, what the app is asking you.
But that's not recommendable. No, it is always better to. It's not recommendable. Better to with a doctor's certificate. We had to go.
No, if you are having diabetic asthma, these are all normal. This is not very severe. So people are, all the doctors, we never need, because might be we are doctors, so we didn't need any certificate. So it has not given much problems to people.
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
Doctor, one more question. Can I ask you?
Yeah, sure.
I have taken today this Shield this from Global. I went walk-in. I have registered, but I didn't get the appointment date. So I went walk-in and I got it 2 hours. I sat there. Then 28 days, how we will count 28 days?
From today.
Not today, then 28 from first. Today is a one day.
Yeah,
Okay.
28th of March. 28th of March. What is that coming? Yeah. So 29, because 28th is Sunday, no? So 29.
Yeah.
And then they were not vaccinating before. For us, they were not vaccinating on Sunday. But I don't know what, because it just started 2 or 3 days. So there's a lot of.
Okay. No problem.
That's what Global is very systematic. They're taking
Yes.
walk-ins. And only thing is you need to wait, but it's beautifully managed there, because I
Yes, good.
myself
It's
took
very
it
nice.
from Global.
Yeah, thank you.
So do we have more questions? I think
I
Devin,
hope I have answered your queries, and if you have anything to share with me, it would be nice, because people who have gone and got vaccinated will tell me much better, because I would only come to know from the medical fraternity, but it is nice to communicate with people who have already gone, and so I would share this information with some the other citizens also.
Yeah. You have covered everything almost, and then just asking other people if you have any question. Otherwise, maybe we can close after some time, because I think it is 45 minutes is over. So we planned for 30 minutes, and then anybody has any questions, you can just ask, and if you have any clarifications required, otherwise we may close after 2-3 minutes. Sairam.
Doctor, one more question. Sairam, doctor, one more question.
Yes, yeah.
Do yoga from tomorrow. Today I was just feeling.
Now only you do, nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen. Okay, no problem. Because I was scared to do anything.
No, people will tell you, sit here, don't do this, don't do anything like that. Be active, nothing will happen.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah. Sairam. Yeah.
Doctor, one thing is on a final this, I think if there are no more questions, if questions come in later, we can send it to you via WhatsApp or something, and you can help us out in that.
Yeah, sure. Even with any, you have, I'll also, some people were not able to register, so we can even try to help them out, people who are not able to go, and that also we can try to help them out,
Excellent. Okay, any other questions from anybody?
I hope I have answered.
No, this was excellent actually, and also thanks to the folks who actually went and shared those experiences, because I think that's also important, to know.
It's really.
Yeah.
Fantastic, doctor. You actually cleared all of our doubts.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, really,
Thank you for,
really.
yeah. Thank you for taking the time out, doctor.
No, absolutely. I'm really thank you that you gave your platform and I could talk to all of you, and I'm really nice that
Somebody
I
has got some question, it seems.
Sairam.
Yeah. Yeah, Usha.
Yeah. Has Jupiter Hospital also started giving this vaccine?
Jupiter.
Yeah, Jupiter also has given, but then Jupiter, there is law. They have you have to do registration beforehand, and according to that only they will call you.
You have to take appointment at Jupiter, right?
Appointment. They might not call you walk-in. There was no walking for doctors for us also. So because they are small setup, that's what I was telling. It's a small, not small setup means it's not a private, not a government institute. So the vaccines also, they will get it in a, that amount, and they have to streamline their things. So walk-in is difficult in all these private hospitals. So when you're going to private hospital, please register for your convenience and their but Global, we are taking it, and I will share some more with Devendra ji. I will share some more setups, the government setups in Thane, where they are giving walk-in. There is an Ayurvedic center, and there is one, even Dadaji Kondge Stadium, there is one where they were giving us. So I will share with you all those centers, and you can share with them. So
sure.
Vedant Hospital near the Kasarvadavali, they are starting on the Monday. You can just give on telephone also your name. There is no problem. There is a gentleman known as Sandeep. Myself, my wife, we have already given on the phone, and he has taken noted down on the registers. And he said, Uncle ji, Monday, Tuesday onwards, we are starting. Now we are on the trainings. Now we are on the way of making an arrangements, and all the people are getting trained. Monday onwards, we start going to give you the vaccination. So he has taken on the phone, he has asked my age, name, everything, and he's put in the registers. He said on the Monday, Tuesday, we'll call you, bring your Aadhaar card and PAN card. Vedant Hospital near Kasar Vadavali.
Yeah, I have even shared a list of all the private hospitals, which again I will share you on the slides. I will again share with Devendra ji. That also I will send you the app. Also, I will send you on your WhatsApp, so you can share it with them. All the
Yeah, we will-
hospitals, private hospitals who are giving, because they have to follow all the efficacy, all the rules and regulations of the government. So they will take some time to start up.
Yeah, and we'll share it in the entire group. So
I will share. I have a list of all the hospitals whom to contact. Everything is there, which I had shared in my slide, but I will share you on WhatsApp.
Sure.
I think then probably we can close the session. I think.
Madam, post this session, if there are still any queries, can we send it through Devendra?
Yeah. Sure. If I am, I'll be glad if I can answer your query.
Yeah, thank you.
Might be will be more clear because more people will be getting vaccinated. So we'll have more. We'll come to know what are the difficulties and what are we facing.
Yeah.
You can close with Om Shanti and Samasloka, I think, right? Yeah. Devin, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Samasta lokan sukhino bhavantu. Samasta lokan sukhino bhavantu. Samasta lokan sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr.